How are you? How did you start your day today?
Oh, my day today was looking at all the meetings and all the things I have to do for today and for the week. And we usually have a catch up with my two senior managers every Monday morning. So we discuss what's coming up for the week, what we have to do, what things were pending, and then we just make our plans for the week.
Amazing, amazing. Again, thank you so much. I'm very happy and pleased for you to be here and that you accepted my invitation to be here. If you could, in the beginning, to start for the audience also to understand, what does it mean to be the UNHCR representative in Greece?
Oh, for me, it's an incredible honor. It's a privilege. It's a blessing, but it's very difficult as
I
well.
can imagine.
I am one of these few privileged people who have an opportunity to contribute very concretely to helping a part of the population that needs a little bit of a push. I don't like to present refugees as people who are vulnerable or people who are, victims, and you are the best example of why I don't want to do that and I shouldn't do that. I just think of them as people like everybody else who had to go through a very, very tough situation and need to settle down somewhere else, and we need to help them.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. Yes, I think it's very important the way that you see refugees and people, and it's very important. And thank you so much for what you do. Before I ask you how satisfied are you with the work of UNHCR here in Greece, I would like to, if you would allow us to get to know you more as a person. If you could tell us in the beginning about your personal background, where were you born, where are you from, and how many siblings do you have, and where did you go to school, and then we can take it on from there.
Okay, I was born in Argentina, South America, from a family that was multicultural. My dad was Spanish, my mom comes from a French family with a mixture of Italians and French as well. My DNA says that I have a little bit of Greek and Southern Mediterranean as well, or Balkan, some Celtic blood as well. So I guess I'm a mixture of a lot of things. Which meant that I never felt I belonged anywhere as well. And certainly not in the place I was born. I went to school there. I went to primary school. My dad was the deputy headmaster of the school, which contributed to me not liking it.
I see.
But I had to be there. And then I started going to university in Argentina, but, long before that, I had made up my mind that I belong somewhere else. And I'm lucky because part of my family is French, so I had somewhere else to go. And I didn't have to run away, although parts of my family did, because I grew up during the dictatorship in Argentina.
I see.
So those were things that affected us all, even if not directly, indirectly, because I lost my my cousin, who was like my elder sister, had to leave, and then I was 14, 15, and then I was without my sister. And so I said, I'm going. So I then went to France, started studying in France as well, and working, because I was a migrant in a way.
That was actually
I had
one
the
of the
right
questions.
to work. Yeah, I'm not a refugee, but I was a migrant. I guess I still am, because I'm moving all the time. And so I completed my first degree in the Sorbonne, and in the Sorbonne 3, which is the new Sorbonne, and which I did in languages and politics and economics of the countries whose languages I was learning. And then I moved to the UK. In the UK, I found a job as a secretary, as a temp secretary at Amnesty International. And that's how everything, I never looked back from then. And I did my master's degree in Latin American studies. I did history, politics, and development, and I carried on working at Amnesty International, first in the Africa section. I was working with Portuguese-speaking countries in Africa and Equatorial Guinea and some French-speaking. Then I moved up the ranks a little bit. It took some time. And then I ended up being researcher in the Latin American part, working with Haiti and some Central American countries. And then I moved to the first human rights mission international mission in Haiti. And I was a human rights observer there. And then we were evacuated from Haiti at some point. And while I was evacuated in the Dominican Republic, I went to see UNHCR. Because of my previous work, I knew some people from UNHCR, and I said, look, we're waiting, so I speak Creole, can I help you with people? You probably have an increase in asylum seekers, so I can help you with some of the things. I can do filing even. I mean, I just couldn't sit there and think of Haiti. So, and then there were vacancies in UNHCR. So somebody brought me the vacancy list, and there was, I still remember, Afghanistan, Nepal, and Angola. And so I applied to all three. And then somebody called me and said, would you be interested in 3 months in Mozambique? And I said, yeah. So that was another moment where I never looked back.
I see.
So, and I ended up working for almost a year and a half in Mozambique.
Wow.
And then I went to Rwanda, then I went to Geneva, then I went to Brussels, then, I mean, in the meantime, of course, I got married, had a child or two, and I followed my then husband for a little bit. But we went to Venezuela, Colombia, then we went back to Geneva. Then I moved to work again to my first love, which is human rights. I mean, I always say that in any case, I'm always working for human rights because we're working for the rights of refugees in UNHCR. So I worked in OHCHR, which is the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights, for 8 years as well, and I was the head of the Americas section there. And then I came back to UNHCR, and I went to Ecuador and then Greece.
Wow. And now you're in Greece. It's amazing. I didn't know, I couldn't even imagine about this part of your experiences that you had. And it's, it resonates, although we have different, but I can see the connections, my experience having to living in different countries, moving, running away in a way. I wonder how many languages do you speak, Maria?
Well, I speak 4. I speak Spanish, English, French, and Portuguese.
Amazing.
I speak a bit of German, a bit of Italian, some Haitian Creole. It's being consigned to memory at the moment. And I'm having a go at Greek.
It's a difficult language.
But yeah, I must say it's a challenge. But also, I don't have that much time.
Yes, I
And that's
can
what
imagine.
annoys me, because I'm saying, well, I've been here 2.5 years. I should speak fluently by now. But
Yeah, it's a very difficult language. And how many passports do you have, Maria?
2.
Okay.
3, if I add the laissez-passer of the UN.
Okay. Amazing. As we move on to discuss your current role as a representative of UNHCR,